Ellis and Clement then on pole position, 10 laps ahead of them. Ben and Tom Burchell on the Honda. Yamaha power for the majority of the grid, with the exception of Dean Nichols and Ben Burchell, both running Honda engines. Red flag goes to the side then, in top left of your picture. Red lights are on and they are off and away go! Cracking start by Todd Ellis. The Burchells, conversely, were very, very tardy off the line. Todd Ellis, Emmanuel Clement. The Christie's got a cracker as well. The Burchells then in fourth at the moment, because round the outside goes the Dow 1886 liveried bike of Blackstock and Rosley. There it is. Very vivid livery, but Express Tyres Services from Lockerbie, their main sponsor. Right, here we go then. Down the straight, down the back straight. This is, at the end of this, is where, but they're not quite on it yet. Round they go, now heading down towards Agostini, left-hander, here we are. Round we go. Round the left-hander. Sidecar wheel pull in the air. There's Ben Burchell. Ben Burchell, number 16, claiming the place from Blackstock and Rosley. The number 95 crew, relegated by Ben and Tom Burchell on that very, very quick Honda. We've not seen much of them this year. Business interests have kept them out of racing. They focus very much on the LCR business that they run. That's the make of the chassis that pretty much all of these guys are racing. Up to third, Ben and Tom Burchell. Lap record here held by them, 156.894. Away down the Bentley Straight. Under the bridge they go, into the chicane. There's the bridge. Flicking it left, flicking it right. Sam and Tom Christie. Tom Burchell's leg waving in the air in third place, but tucked in behind there, Lewis Blackstock and Paddy Rosley. Then there's a gap back to Luke Williams, Jason Pitt. Then it's Andy Peach, number 70, the Hannafin bike, Rupert Archer and Phil Hyde. Lovely livery, distinctive colours. Oh dear me, that looks like Dean Nichols. Dean Nichols and Ruben Janssens out of the running. That's a shame for them. But they were well down the order on the grid. So that's a shame. Dean Nichols, Ruben Janssens out of Highbridge in Somerset. Here comes Ben Burchell. Ben Burchell looking at the inside of Sam Christie and making it stick. Sweeping through as they go into Riches and then along the top to Montreal. Montreal, a very, very tight hairpin. Get it round here then. Third gear for the left-hander of Palmer. Ellis and Clement already there. The opening lap speed irrelevant because it was from a standing start. Let's see, we're on lap 2 now. Let's see what the flying lap speeds are like. And this is Christie's locking up the sidecar wheel as the 16 outfit, the Hayth Honda of the Burchells go through. Brakes on all wheels, but a bias, a little control valve which will allow you to change the bias of the braking front back to sidecar. Tom Burchell, and they're on the back of the immaculate Santander Salt outfit of Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement, who have swept everything before them this season, winning 11 races. All the races they've contested, they have won. 13 in total. The other 2 were won by Blackstock and Rosley very early in the season at Knockhill. Second in the championship, the number 34 crew out of Beverley. There goes Blackstock and Rosley. Those 4 outfits then breaking away from Luke Williams, a relative newcomer, the 91. Andy Peach with young Anthony Hilditch aboard. And we've got great racing further down the order. That's Craig Curry and Justin Sharp in the mix with Kevin Cable and Charlie Richardson, 111. There's Craig Curry, Burchell Racing, similarly mounted Honda. Identical outfits. Craig Curry, a former car champion, former Renault Clio Cup champion. A pretty handy carter as well, I can tell you from experience. And he's in there now with Craig Clark, number 17, Simon Robinson, and Mick Fairhurst, number 19, coming through from the back of the grid. They had mechanical problems, which started in qualifying, dropped them down the order. They've come from the back, and now they're fighting through. Mick Fairhurst said to me, "You watch us come through from the back." Well, they've got their hands full with Craig Clark and Pete Enser at the moment, the number 17 crew. Not going to give up that easily, I can tell you, Craig Clark. He's actually, on the Centurion packaging bike, got faster and faster, and he's look at the way Ben Burchell drifts that. Double Isle of Man TT winner this year, albeit they were only single lap races because the Sidecar TT, as is well documented, was a pretty catastrophic affair this year, best forgotten, but nonetheless victory went on both occasions to Ben and Tom Burchell. They are now multiple TT winners. There, their teammate Craig Curry with Justin Sharp, very experienced passenger. Sharp without an E, as he reminds me, and I actually told our very diligent timekeepers that it needed an E, so I will rectify that before tomorrow. There, Craig Curry then going through on the inside of Kevin Cable. Kevin Cable being relegated by Craig Curry, who's taken to three wheels like a proverbial duck to water. What a great job they're doing now. Kevin Cable, a regular World Championship runner as well, has now got Simon Robinson for company, and here goes Robinson. Is he going to do two in one fell swoop? No way, but the 19 outfit claimed the scalp of Kevin Cable. So Cable on the L&W Contractors bike going backwards here. Meanwhile, the battle, I think Simon Robinson is going to find it a very different kettle of fish passing Craig Curry, because the man has immense track craft. Back in the chasing bunch, Luke Williams ahead of Andy Peach and Anthony Hilditch. Sean Hilditch's son jumped in for the weekend with Andy Peach, and I tell you what, Andy Peach looking good on the Life Safety Yamaha. Fastest lap, 1:57.9, so that is a second outside the lap record for Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement, but that doesn't mean it won't go. They've been taking lap records hand over fist this season. Oh no, still mechanical problem for Simon Robinson, Mick Fairhurst in the pits. I can see them through the fence, so that problem, whatever it was, is still there. They had all the fuel injection system off between qualifying and now, so their race is over. Rupert Archer on the Adolf RS German-built chassis, Yamaha powered with Phil Hyde, extremely experienced passenger alongside. Rupert Archer planning to do some of the World Championship rounds next year, having done several in the past, but always a regular presence. Now the Burchells on the back of Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement. This the battle up front. Well, if anybody's going to master Todd Ellis, it's going to be Ben and Tom Burchell. But we find with Todd Ellis that they keep their cool. We're not yet at half distance. They normally find something at the end of the race, but it depends how quick that Honda is. It's Yamaha number 6 versus Honda number 16. And will Ben Burchell pull out and go down the inside? Is there room there? No, he's shadowing him. Going to follow him for a couple of laps, I think. We're at half distance now, and this is the battle at the front I anticipated exactly as if I could have written the script, I would have written the script, but they've obviously been looking over my shoulder at my notes because they are playing their part perfectly. Todd Ellis does not want to lose points to Ben Burchell, who has no points in the championship but can steal them. He needs every point. With double points and he's missing Donington, he needs every point this weekend. He and Emmanuel, they know with double points at Brands, it is not a done deal yet by any manner or means. The Santander Salt Yamaha Cabelco livery there, good and strong. And sharing colours to a certain extent with the FHO team as well. Ben and Tom Burchell, Hayth Honda tucked in behind. Are they keeping their powder dry? It's 0.3 of a second, the gap last time round. Wily Ben Burchell, former world champion, of course, multiple TT winner, dominated this championship last year. he and brother Tom, with one exception from memory at Donington Park. They did similar to Todd Ellis in that they won every race in the British Championship that they contested, but they did have something of a hiccup at Donington Park, which kept them out of a clean sheet. But a clean sheet is what Todd Ellis wants to achieve here. Now Burchell shadowing him, he's in the slipstream up this long centre straight, coming out then, diving through, he's going for the inside line, no way through, Jose, said Todd Ellis, went in on the brakes, saw the Hayth Honda alongside, now he knows he's got a race on his hands, on lap 6 of 10 then. 157.7, the best lap by the Burchells, so gradually, they are getting the time down. 156.894. So they're 7/10 off the lap record held by the Burchell brothers and set last year. Well, it's game on at the front. The gap back to the Christies now 5.5 seconds, but they are relatively comfortable in third, with Blackstock and Rosny a further 4 seconds back. Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement are used to long races, the World Championship, 18 laps, almost half an hour of racing. So 10 laps of Snetterton will not be too onerous for them. Here we go again, away down the back now. Ben Burchell, has he got anything as they dive under the bridge? It's a bit tricky there, there's not much room because you cut the corner, you keep it tight, you flick it left, you flick it right, and then down towards the bomb hole. Sidecar wheel over the rumble strip, in fact on the dirt there to a certain extent, at the bomb hole now, and then this long right-hander of Coram which goes on, and then the sweep down towards Murray's. At Murray's now, Emmanuel Clement throws her weight left, Tom Burchell throws his weight left. Up the straight again they go, up the centre straight. Ben and Tom Burchell tucked in behind Todd Ellis, Emmanuel Clement. Over the line they go. He's already played his hand once. Is he going to make it stick this time? Dives out of the slipstream and through he goes. Oh, that's a bit of a touch. One's on the grass. Just a kiss at the back end of Ben Burchell. Todd Ellis then, as Burchell went in, just gave him a little touch. The back end of the Burchell's outfit broke loose. Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement were on the grass there. Is there a fight back? Let's have a look. You can see Ben Burchell comes out alongside on the inside. Todd Ellis tries to defend the line, but no, a touch, threw it sideways. They were on the grass. Everybody very lucky to escape a catastrophe there. Now they've dropped back into the clutches almost of Sam and Tom Christie. Is there damage? There's a little bit of a nudge to the front of the fairing. Has it done any more? Can they regroup? There's Ben Burchell. The gap now, well, that was absolutely amazing. Here the has-beens, Craig Hawkswell and Derek Taylor. Has-beens raising a spin for them as well, but very gracefully to a standing start, and off they go again. Back at the front then, Ben and Tom Burchell. Here we go, down the Bentley Straight, under the bridge. The chicane then, the Burchells are there, but the Christies are now closing on Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement. That's the battle at the championship level. 35 points separated these two coming into this race. And at the moment, there is a 4-point gap. Oh, Rupert Archer out of it, number 70. He and Phil Hyde on the Hannafin Yamaha, the Adolf RS. A mechanical problem. Phil having a look, but they're out of it. What can Todd Ellis do now? This is going to be interesting. Over the line they go on lap 8. So starting the first of 3 laps before the end of the race. A little under 9 miles of racing for Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement to close down Ben and Tom Burchell. And once they close them down, is there going to be any way past? The Honda is in front at the moment. The Yamaha leads, and Todd Ellis seems to have lost a little bit of momentum. I can't believe he's riding for a finish. He doesn't know how to spell that phrase. He will want to keep a clean sheet and get the 5 points that are in front of him, that are currently in the hands of Ben and Tom Burchell. The Yamaha then, the young lady riding passenger there doing a fantastic job. She does not like finishing second best either, I can tell you. She is here for only one purpose, and that is to win. Ducks down, just pop their head up, but they know when to get up because they hear the engine note change. They know when they're changing down. They know the track intimately, and they know when they're coming down towards. Now, is that gap coming down? Yes, it is, just a little bit. Todd Ellis is finding something here. Next time round, it will be the penultimate lap. But is there enough? The gap 1.8 seconds over the line last time as they come round Corham and down towards Murray's. What's it going to be over the line? Visibly, Todd Ellis is now closing. Visibly, Todd Ellis is closing. What's it going to be? 1.8 last time as they go over the line. Is that gap coming down? Is it under a second? 1.3, took half a second out of him that time. Is it game on here? Penultimate lap, Todd Ellis, Emmanuel Clement. This could be a thrilling climax, or is Ben Burchell playing it very, very cagey? The Yamaha of Todd Ellis belching flame from its twin exhausts as it closes on the back of Ben and Tom Burchell's Hayth Honda. Is it going to come down to a last lap climax? We shall see. How fast is the Honda? How fast is the Yamaha? They're right with them. They're right with them now. Todd Ellis has pulled them in. He's regained his composure. Catching them will be one thing. Getting past will be an entirely different ballgame. Number 6 then. What a final lap we are going to have. 1.3 over the line, the gap last time. 1 lap to do after this one is completed. Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement are right there. Dean Nichols and Ruben Janssens are ahead of these guys. Is this going to be a factor? The number 14, who we saw thought had retired, but no, they've got a back marker. It's Dean Nichols and Ruben Janssens, his Belgian passenger, ahead of them. And over the line they've come, they're round the back, they're on their last penultimate lap still as they come down towards Murray's. Look how close it is. Blue flag being waved for Dean Nichols. He will know they're coming. Todd Ellis then right on the back of Ben Burchell. Is it going to be deja vu here? Over the line they go. What was the time? 1/10. 1300s in actual fact. On the inside goes Todd Ellis. Through on the inside of Dean Nichols, but he lost time there. He lost time. He's going to have to do it all on this last lap. And he lost time. Is there an opportunity here? I don't see many passing places ahead for this final lap. There's not enough room at the S's as they come under the bridge. Well, they're going to have to get really, really close and stuff it up the inside on one of the tight turns. He's there again. Todd Ellis is there again. We are on the final lap. This is going to be a cracker. Do not please throw caution to the wind, either of you. Let's have a good clean fight. Come out. Oh, look at that. Come out of the corners clean. Sidecar over the curb. A judder as Todd Ellis's outfit skips sideways. Looks like Ben Burchell has found a little bit now. Just maybe a little bit left. Around the right-hander. Now, heads down. Flat out. Down the back. Here they come. Down towards the bridge. There's an opportunity here or at the chicane. That's all. They're not close enough. They are not close enough. But the has-beens are ahead of them. The has-beens, where have they been? Well, they've been spinning around. Here comes Todd Ellis again, but Ben and Tom Burchell, so wily, so clever. Brilliant track craft. been here before many, many times. Pit signals will be telling them, but the has-beens are ahead of them as they come round Corham and down to the chicane for the final time. Craig Hawkswell is ahead of Ben Burchell. Here comes Todd Ellis. Is there anything as they come out of the slipstream? A sprint towards the line. It's going to be Ben and Tom Burchell to take victory here. What a race. What an incredible race between those two crews. Oh, the back markers nearly wreaked a bit of havoc, but Sam and Tom Christie will claim third. And further down the order, Blackstock and Rosney. Here comes Lewis Blackstock, Paddy Rosney, the number 95 crew, to claim fourth place. But Sam and Tom Christie were right there in the mix. Victory then to Ben and Tom Burchell. They know they've been in a race, but haven't seen them this season, but they have upset the apple cart and taken 5 points out of Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement and spoilt their unblemished victory record. Confirmation then of victory there by Ben and Tom Burchell on the Hayth by 0.4 of a second from Ellis Clement. Christie's well in touch. Good result for them. They'll be pleased with that. Blackstock, Williams, Andy Peach and Anthony Hilditch. Fair play. Well done. Curry Sharp, Cable Richardson, Clark and Enser, last guys to finish on the same lap. And we saw Nichols, Archer retire. Hawkswell and Taylor were in a spin, but they got 6 points.